Learning to Nishmas at Ahuva Bazak Mishnah Me'ilah Perek Gimel Mishnah Ches. Kan sheberoi she'ilon shel hektish loinen and veloy moilin. If there's a nest on top of a tree that was belonging to hektish, you're not allowed to have hana veloy moilin, but there's no Me'ilah. So in the Gemara over here on Me'ilah Yadal Amid Aleph, and there's also a Gemara in Avodah Zarah Daf Mem Aleph Amid Beis. Perhaps the sugyas are chaylekes on each other. The different svaras mentioned, but there's two tzadim of where the nest came from. Either the nest came from Eitzim the Alma, so I bazay that it's pashet, there's no Me'ilah. The reason why it would be loy nenen is because of a gzeira that we're afraid that you're going to have hana from the tree. And that Taisus Yonter brings down from Taisus. The Taisus asks this question: why can't you have hana? Given the Marim the Aisim Alma, since the wood came from someplace else, and Taisa says Shloimie the Gazrinan Dilma Osi Lichlufe Bekanim HaMechubarim Me'ilah. They were afraid he's going to mix it up with the branches that are attached to the tree, which is Hektish Gomer. The other side is that we're talking about the Eitzim of the tree itself, and according to that, the reason why there's no Me'ilah, the Gemara says, is because it's Gedula and Haba and La'achar Mikan, that which grew after you were Makdish Shistri, Kasaver Emayel and Begedulin, and there's no Me'ilah on the Gedulin. Now the real discussion in the Gemara is that if it's Eitzim that came from the tree, and that means they were broken off from the tree itself, so then the next line in the Mishnah, which is talking about an Asherah tree, the Mishnah says, Sheba Asherah Yatetz Bekanet. As Rashi explains, you can't go up on the tree and take it because you can't have hana from the tree. The tree is Avodah Zarah, but you could take a stick and knock down the nest that way. So the question is that if the nest was made from this tree itself, why is that Avodah Zarah in the first place? Is machlekes Rabbi Yochanan Reish Lakish by Avodah Zarah that broke by itself if it's aser or mutter. So the Gemara asks, Reish Lakish asks Rabbi Yochanan, according to you that hold that it's aser, so why is there a problem on this nest itself? It was broken off of the tree, so it's Avodah Zarah shenishtabru me'aleh. So according to you that hold that it's aser, so why are you allowed to be yatez bekana? Why are you allowed to knock it down? The nest should be aser bahana. And to answer that specific question, it could be when the Gemara says, Ma yatez efreichim. And the Chanami could be the nest is taka ater bana, and we're talking about getting the efreichim. The Maisa, it's a very complicated shakavatari Gemara, so we're just touching on it a drop. And between the Gemara Me'ilah and the Gemara Avodah Zarah, maybe come out with two different maskanas. The Mishnah continues, Hamakdish es hacherish, if someone is makdish an entire forest, so that includes all the wood of the trees, moil in bekula, and you're going to be moil in the entire wood, and the sawdust that comes off of it, and the leaves of the tree. However, hagizbarim shalachu eitzim, if you're only buying the wood, so then you only want the wood. So dafka in the wood is moil in be'eitzim, moil in loy b'shifa, v'loy b'noya, but not in the sawdust and not in the leaves, because that was never hek. Rashi explains, if he has gizbarim lekano v'higdisha ladavar hatzarach lebinyan v'leishifuya v'nevia, the gizbarim were only buying and being makdish originally only that which you needed for the building and nothing else. Perik Dala Mishnah Aleph Kochim Mizbeach Mitzarfen Zeh Mzeh L'Me'ilah, which the shir is a shava pruta. Well, the chayav alem mishum pigul noiser v'tamei by kochim mizbeach is negei the halachas pigul noiser v'tamei. Over there, the shir is a kazayis, and you could have different karbonas that will be mitzaref to that shir of a kazayis. Kochi bedek habayis, which doesn't have the halacha of pigul noiser v'tamei, but it's mitzarfen zeh and zeh for me'ilah, for the shir shava pruta of me'ilah. Mishnah ends off kochim mizbeach v'kochim bedek habayis misarfen zeh zeh l'me'ilah. That for me'ilah itself, you could actually take kochim mizbeach and kochim bedek habayis to the shir shava pruta, and if you moil a half a pruta from this and a half a pruta from this, then you're going to be chayiv a carbon me'ilah. The Gemara's over here discussion is a Rabbi Yanai that the Gemara originally thought was saying that there's only me'ilah midaraisa by kochim bedek habayis and by a carbon oilo, but not any other carbon kochim mizbeach. And the Gemara's mechia from our Mishnah and from other Mishnahs that there is a chi of Me'ilah Avada, like we've learned until now many times, by all Kodshei Mizbeach, and Rabbi Yanai just meant to say that the Makar of the Pasuk is talking about Kodshei Bedek Abayis and Oila. But Kodshei Mizbeach is not mefurish in the Pasuk, and Taisa says that it will be learned out from a different Pasuk of Kol Chelek.